because I have a lot to do. I got a very busy schedule. I'm over there doing the ultra short throw demonstration. I've been on Facebook for that one. Where's the other piece of my stand? All right, people, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. We've been having some very interesting mail coming in from a fellow by the name of Derrick Franklin Williams. Now, this message is for you, Mr. Franklin Williams. We are pushing for your eviction out of the building. And we're going to give the building an ultimatum. They have a choice either to remove you or face multiple lawsuits from our companies. So it's not going to go well for them. We have already transactions of us talking back and forth, showing there was communication between us and the building, managers, leasing office. We have talked to several people in the low rises, people in the high rises, people in the community center, everything. So all that's documented now. We have enough. We have another stack of your letters here. Now, I'm going to begin the process today to forwarding those letters out to social workers, out to the leasing office, property management office, owners of the building itself, also to the legal department, and also to security department will have these letters with notes attached to them explaining your actions and what will happen and the consequences if it's not followed through, if it's getting an automatic eviction of you removed from the building. I don't think they're going to basically hold that building for you, Mr. Williams. I think they're going to release you from the building. We also need proof of evidence that this is in action because we have been talking to them. It's been documented that we've had several conversations with them about all your letters. Any information has been emailed to a particular person in the building so they can set it up with the attorney who is arranging the eviction from the removal from the building. It doesn't stop there, Mr. Williams. You have committed multiple cyber crimes, which we are contacting the FBI on this matter. I make an appointment with them to meet with them to show them your interesting activity. I will be contacting, I've already reached out to the Baltimore police. We're going to be reaching out to the detectives unit so we can show and send over crucial evidence with your fingerprints attached to letters on the inside showing you committing these acts. We are requesting from the judge, we want the maximum, and the maximum for cyber crimes will be an additional 20 years to your life. I told you that a reason why we haven't really pushed on this, because I like to give people a chance to get out of something. Just to possibly get out of something. Worst thing can happen to you, you get pulled out of the building. At least you can go to a family member's house at the end of the day. You got your freedom. But now you're about to lose that with a whopping 20 years. And that's just for the cyber crimes. The United States Post Office will be involved in this due to the fact that you used their service to commit this crime. So that's an additional 30 years on top of the 20. So you know. Oh, by the way, that's the ultra short that we're just doing right now. It's always working. Right now, I got to peel all this off the screen, recoat this, expand the screen size, run two projectors off the screen at the same time. So as you can see, Mr. Williams, I'm a very busy man. I have a job. I work. You, on the other hand, do not work. But, Mr. Williams, we are not done with you yet. So, we know for a fact that you have been running a scam. You have been on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, begging people for money, claiming that you are a certified registered minister of the church, which you are not. You do not have a doctorate in Bible biblical studies. You couldn't give us a college where you went and graduated from and received your degree. You do not have a clergy ID. You don't have anything. You are claiming to be something that you're not. So this is considered to be a scam. You've also taken money from people, which we know because I had a friend of mine do a donation through your account and it went through. So we have all this. We're ready to go on that one. So that particular part, it's all by itself. This also does involve the FBI. And this is also considered to be a very serious crime. So I'm going to send over to your building a very interesting detailed document that's going to show that you are inside of public housing, running scams, posing as a minister. You're also showing off multiple advertisements and links requesting money from people on YouTube and Facebook and other social media platforms. So get ready, Mr. Williams. When I told you I'm going to devote my time to this, I don't stop until it's done. And I do everything by the book. Unlike you, I don't have to hide behind fake addresses and whatever nonsense you like to do. We do it by the book. So, right there, I'm going to show you on YouTube Mr. Williams' activity. We think you may have a mental issue. So if you do have a mental issue, I'll be requesting from the judge to issue a 302, which means you'll go through psychiatric evaluation. And this in psychiatric evaluation, Mr. Williams, you cannot leave. You're under court order. And under court order in that place at the end of the day, if you weren't crazy coming in, I guarantee you will become, well, if he does get out. That's what it comes down to that. Because we can go in there, we can deny his release by saying that we feel that he's not fit. I feel that you're not stable. I think you're not stable for the community. I think you're not stable for yourself. So I think a psychiatric evaluation needs to be seen. So this is Mr. Williams' handy activity. Some of his handy activity. Mr. Williams, I want you to look at this. This is going to be, a judge will see this soon. This is your activity. Some of these letters are going out. Letters are going out to your social worker, Baltimore's detectives unit, several departments in the building you're in right now, and the lower half, which is the low rises, will also receive this literature because you did contact somebody in that particular section. And the first thing you said was, someone's going around saying things about me that I didn't do. And that person replied back to you saying, you better cut it out. You know, I talked to all those people down there. Oh, yes, I have. So this is your handiwork. Your handwriting matches every single one of these letters. Now, he called himself being slick and sending us a postcard this time because he figured it wouldn't have his fingerprints on it. This is why I think there's something mentally unstable about you, because you sent us letters already. These have your fingerprints. Every single one of these have your fingerprints inside. So what would be the point of sending a postcard to begin with? You even put your whole full name up there, see? Derrick Franklin Williams. Brethren, where you claim to be a priest. And on top of that, with the agency we contacted about you contacting us being a minister, we have several email messages, close to roughly around 100 that came to our accounts, showing that this individual was contacting our company posing as a minister. We're also going to contact your social worker, let them know that we have filed criminal charges against you, that you have been coming to our company posing to be a minister. You have been asking for donations from people. I don't think they're going to like that. Now, you could take it as, oh, you're doing this as an act of revenge. There is no revenge involved, Mr. Williams. You broke the law at the end of the day. You impersonated a minister. You try to get donations from people. You try to collect monthly income from people at the end of the day. You use the United States Postal Service to commit cyber crimes. There's no bullying. This is just basically what you call cause and effect. You've been through the system already. You already know. It's called cause and effect. So this is your cause, and what we're about to do is about to be the effect. So when I'm done with you, Mr. Williams, this is what's going to go forth. You're definitely being evicted from the building. That's a definite yes, because there's no way in the world they're going to basically hit a lawsuit and protect you at the end of the day. With this evidence we have against you, also filed with the Baltimore police on this incident, are quite aware of your actions, so there's no way in the world they're going to do that. You're leaving the building. I do know that for a fact it's going to happen. We just need verification from them that it's an action. That's it, before we basically get attorneys involved. But it'll be taken care of. I do trust these people. Second, you're going to spend the rest of your life in the prison system, because the charges that we're stacking against you mean you cannot leave this unit. If we file request a judge for a 302, because you are receiving SSI, and usually some people receive SSI, I'm not saying all of them, but some SSI have mental issues. So, judging by what we have here, clearly shows that you do have some sort of mental problem, because we have duplicates of your Facebook page, we have duplicates of your YouTube channel, and it's clearly, you can see he's a stalker. There is pictures of us inside, outside, all over the place. If Mr. Williams stalking me, this shows you have a mental problem. When you send people stuff like this, especially when there's tons of letters we have of you constantly contacting us, this shows you have a mental problem. We can easily get you a 302. Mr. Williams, you know what goes on in a psychiatric evaluation place? They will put all types of medication in your system. Your system will go through some of the weirdest, most craziest side effects, like you trying to swallow your tongue in a place like that. You will be around people that are extremely unstable. It's a very, very interested environment. And that's a place that can keep you almost forever. Because all the doctor has to say is one thing to the judge. I think he's unfit to be with society, and you'll spend another 10 years in there. All we have to do is go before the board, which we have to. Every time if you get probation comes up, we have to go before the board, and we have to basically, probation hearing, and all we have to do is say, we feel you're unfit, and you'll go right back in. That easy. That fast. You know why? Because the psychiatrist has more power than the DA. But I can see from whatever reason why you are accepting SSI, and the fact that we're receiving this kind of activity clearly shows there's something wrong with it. He put glitter in them. He put glitter inside. This is why they consider it a terrorist act now, because he's putting stuff inside the packaging. He's putting glitter in them. Even down to glitter can get you in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Anything that's in here that's not supposed to be in here is considered to be a terrorist act. Down even glitter. So if you put salt in something, think you're going to be funny at the end of the day, you'll be charged as a terrorist. It's not supposed to be in there. They're going to ask them, what's the purpose of putting the glitter in there? So, yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Let's get one of these colorful. These are going out today. We got some already are on the way. We got a couple of them. We got one. The first set went out. The second set, and then we got more. These are going to all the individuals. We were able to contact everybody. They were nice enough to give us all the information we needed, so we can reach out to them. Let me see. Right there. And I can see there's something wrong with him. I'm going to tell you something. The fact that Danny attacked him. Now, we're not taking Danny. We're suing Danny. But the fact that Danny openly attacked him, he must have picked up, too, that he's unstable. I see everybody in that group stays far away from him. I've never seen him in Crowcast ever. So even they know he's unstable. There you go. See? This is proof you're stalking me. This right here, on this postcard, Mr. Williams, will land you in jail for a very long time. Hope that's not your fingertip thumbprint, but they'll find out. So Mr. Williams is very unstable, as you can see. There's something really wrong with them. Yeah, he's taking pictures of us inside the garage, pictures that we have. So in order to get these pictures, because we don't post these pictures, he would have to go through our YouTube channel. He would have to find the pictures. He would have to do a screenshot, and then he would have to basically save those pictures to his folder. That's a lot of work to do, isn't it? Yep. This is the activity. This is why I say he needs a job. Go out and get it. Don't worry, job is not your problem right now. Your problem right now is not going to jail and not being on the street. But you are getting the eviction notice. This is going to your building. So you know that. I'm going to send all this over to them so they can have your work. We have copies of everything. We have enough. We have literally sent over enough stuff for us to have our own personal stuff for the judge and attorneys. And we're going to send this over to his building so they can have your literature. Anything that comes over has been will be forwarded to their address automatically from the door. So you'll be sending it not to us. You'll be sending it to them. You're already being, put this way. With the situation Mr. Williams said, Mr. Williams is going to receive eviction notice. He will be leaving the building. That is definitely going to happen, 100%. And he's already been notified. Mind you, I've never gotten an eviction notice before, but I got a notice to go to court, a summons to go to court when I was in the apartments. They don't play around with those things. So the minute that they even begin the paperwork, the minute they even hire the attorney, he gets a notice, letting him know that he's going to court. So he already knows he's going to court. He's going to have to prove that these letters didn't come from him, and that's virtually impossible because his handwriting is all over all of them. And now they have the evidence themselves because now he's been sending them the evidence. You see how that works, Mr. Williams? The stuff you send here is now going to the very people that are going to be responsible for removing you out of the building. Also, this colorful literature is being sent to the building of your social worker. She also will receive this with a nice long letter from our company explaining your actions and what you've been doing in the building, involving also to impersonated a minister, because you're going to be questioning all that. Don't ask you about that, and taking donations from people. So that also was sent out to her. I think they should know that. Baltimore Police, the Texas unit, will also too get some of these colorful literature, and the FBI will also have them also too. Multiple parts of this letter we have here has the word minister splattered all over them. The agency we had to contact involving your impersonated minister will have these letters claiming you to be a minister. Your Facebook page, which you deleted, try to delete the page and get rid of it, where you duplicated your page. So we have everything we need from there to send to them, showing you're taking donations. And my friend did put in a donation, and it went through, showing that he is taking money from people on something that you're not. So, Mr. Williams, your life is over. Just like that. Now, you can get yourself an attorney, but you can't afford an attorney, so public defender is not going to help you that well. You're not what you got going on right now. But you're going to get somebody to keep you out of jail, and I don't know how that's going to work. So, we're done here, Mr. Williams. That is it. Anything that comes here gets forwarded right back to those particular branches which I mentioned, and they will be responsible for giving you your jail time, and the other half will be responsible for actually your benefits are being terminated. And also too, you're going to be removed from the building. See, we did the checkup on that. Under Baltimore's state law, those who want to be landlords, I think they understand this. If any of your tenants are carrying out any acts, criminal acts, it's in your lease too, by the way. You can't commit any acts. That's why you do background checks on people before they go into a building, so you make sure you're not bringing in people in there that are going to be harm to other people in the building or to themselves. That's why they did a background check on you. Now, problem you have here, Mr. Williams, is the fact that you broke your lease. You committed crimes. You also were running scams in the building of claiming to be a minister, and you were collecting donations. They know about all that stuff. That's why you removed the page right away and got rid of it, trying to hide it. It didn't work at all. They already know about it. They got all the information. The woman you contact in the lower rises, she has that information. She has your letters. She has your Facebook page. She has all that. She knows everything about you. So when you contacted her, she already knew. You came in and ranting about someone's trying to make trouble for you. Mr. Williams, your face is literally sitting on those pictures on Facebook. At the bottom, it says you're a minister. That's like me saying Officer Bird or saying that I'm a doctor. So they already know. You contacting them, you just admitted your guilt. So with that being said, Mr. Williams, you are going to be removed from the building. That's the end of it. And if you think that you're going to move into a family member's home, it's not going to be that easy. We have filed charges against you here in Allentown. We are going to contact Baltimore Police with the document numbers we have from there, and we want a warrant for your arrest. We want you arrested. So when those officers come through, and I'm pretty sure they have been down there, I'm pretty sure you probably got a warning. We're going to let them know that you have been continuing the activity, and we need you arrested. Building's already got an ultimatum. They have to remove you or we file a lawsuit. Now, getting back to if you're a landlord, yes, if your tenants go out and commit crimes, especially in other states, they have to be removed out of the building. If you can show substantial evidence that they are committing these crimes, the landlord's responsibility is to remove them out of the building. If he fails to do so, you can file a class action lawsuit against the landlord in the building itself. Look it up. Landlord's responsible. Mr. Fernando's landlord is especially responsible for the crimes that he committed through his company. Mind you, Mr. Fernando, even though this is off topic, you did commit doxing on your address. You committed multiple scams on your website. You have defamation, copyright infringement. You've done all that on your website, right? When you posted pictures, we have it in the stream, everything recorded and documented for the courts, right? So that means anything under the name of Crow, Screen Paint Mixes LLC, means that that's what we're suing. You and your company. Your company's name sits on the property of your landlord, because when you register your LLC, you use this address as your company's address. So when the lawsuits go through, he's going to get struck with them. We can sue his building now. And if he sits in court and says, well, I have nothing to do with the controller, yeah, the problem we have here is that not only do you have something to do, and we got to find exactly how much you need to know about your actions, but the actual LLC of the company we're suing is sitting on your building. This is where you're going to have problems, because I'm pretty sure with the situation he's going to be in already, with immigration involved in this nonsense and everything else that's going on. For those you don't know, he doesn't have documents, and he committed very serious, and I mean serious, government crimes in the United States. So with that being said, the people we had to file with are not everyday immigration. It's a different type for immigration. It's for immigrants or undocumented who commit violent crimes or any kind of crimes within the United States. It's a different form of task force that will be addressing this issue. And we can show that clearly he's committed some very serious crimes. But the problem is, in this tangled web of craziness, he filed an LLC on top of the landlord's building, which means now it makes him liable on so many levels it's not even funny. This would explain the fake landlords. We've been getting messages from fake landlords that are not his landlord. So I don't think the landlord even knows he's doing this at all, period. I think this is a way of him trying to cover up and trying to, I don't know, smoke screen us. Fernando, come on, man, you guys got to grow up. You're not kids anymore. You're adults doing this nonsense. It's a shame that I have to take time out of my day. I'm a very busy person to address this nonsense. You're grown men and women. Sorry, not women. Sorry, women are not even doing this. You're grown men doing this nonsense. So be it. You know, you want to spend the rest of your life in a lockup system. Yeah, that's where you're going anyway, so we'll go there. But anyway, yeah, got himself in some trouble with that. But, Mr. Williams, more about you. Yes, this is going to be addressed today. I told you I'm going to reach out to them every day. I'm going to have my attorney reach out to them every day, so we can put pressure on that building. We want you out of the unit. And I think they're going to follow through. Because like I said, the last time when I called over there and I said documents were coming through, yeah, one of them got extremely scared. And he said, I got nothing to do with this, and switched it over. So they know lawsuits are coming. What they're going to have to do to make us happy is to show that you're on your way out. Now, once that eviction notice goes through, once you lose the eviction notice, because they're going to contact whatever they want, we give them whatever they need, your social worker will be contacted to let them know that you were removed out of the building and these were the charges that you were facing and what you have done. You're going to have to go in there, because now you have to go under evaluation with them. They got to bring you in. They're going to either block or cut your benefits. And you're going to have to go in and have a conversation with them, where we have already reached out to them and we sent them all the information they need, including the police reports and everything we filed against you for basically committing these crimes against our company. We have a ton of evidence right there. Nothing was made up. It's all right there. They know your handwriting. So, and your pictures and stuff like that. And, you know, you're going to explain to them that you're not a real minister because, again, you were making money posing as a fake minister. You were scamming, and they don't see colony on that. So you can go in there all you want and say, I'm not. We have all the evidence. You even got videos of you claiming that you're a minister, your Facebook account, all that information. They got it all. You got a termination, but you don't have to worry about that. Mind you, you're going in this system. So I'm requesting 50 years. I think it's going to equal to 50 years, but that's what we want. Mind you, we have our time because we have to charge him too. So he's going to get charged for attacking us. And the 20 years and 30 years comes from the actual federal for the charges committed. That's the automatic charge. Post office fraud, 20 years automatic. That's from them. And fines and stuff, whatever they're going to charge you, but along the line, 250,000, 500,000, they're going to charge you. Cyber crimes, that's FBI. That's them. That's their initial charge. You get caught with cyber crime, it's automatic 20 years. And then we got us, because you harassed us, right? So I'm filing charges against you. So what? I'd say roughly out all that, I think we're probably happy with 10 years. I'll take 10 years. I'm happy with 10 years. So that's about around 6 years. Age you're at right now, Mr. Williams, you can't afford 5. And it depends on where you're going to spend it. what I'm seeing there from the stalking and the strange behavior, and then the fact that you do, not saying that everybody that's on, people get it for disability, they get it for this and that. Not everybody who gets SSI is considered to be crazy. But in his behalf, he's showing psychotic behavior. So when I go down to Allentown Police today, we're going to file another charge on you. This charge is to basically put in documents that we consider you to be mentally unstable. And you are. This is activity for mentally unstable. You're stalking me, Mr. Williams. You've been taking pictures inside. Anyone that's actually doing this, if you, in your charges, we have put down that you're mentally unstable. Fernando could literally spend the rest of his time in psychiatric ward because it shows that he was constantly stalking us. So it's actually in there. We have that evidence. So with evidence on your pages, we've been recording and documenting everything. So we're going to put down that we think you have a mental problem. We think basically that you're unfit to be around others and you're unfit to be around yourself. And I do believe that. I think there's something really wrong with you. Now, the bright side about that is you probably won't get as much time because then you're not responsible for your actions. The downside about this is you're going to be in a place that possibly you'll never leave. That's your future. That is your future right there. So I'm going to finish scraping this screen, getting what I got to get done, painting, expanding my screen, doing an ultra short demonstration, and doing my certified demonstrations, finishing up on my website because I have work over here to do, over here on the website. And then I have to be over to Allentown Police again today, and I have to make an appointment with the FBI, fill out a couple of documents, get all that done, get the post office letters ready to go, address them to the individuals, contact the detectives unit over in Baltimore, and get their email so we can begin the process of sending them over whatever they need. Let me get this started. So, that's it. We're done, Mr. Williams. This is how we handle business. We don't do stuff like you do. I do not have time to be taking pictures of this, that, and I don't have time for that. I don't do that kind of nonsense. If I handle something, I do it by the book, like you're supposed to have it done. Mr. Williams, I will be seeing you in front of a judge. You understand me? Very soon. And all this information we have here, the judge will be to see it firsthand. How do you think that's going to go? I don't think it's going to go well. All right, then. We're done here. That being said, people, God bless. And I got to get back to work.